Rainy start to our day.
And maybe a little more light to go with that, meaning thunderstorms and lightning flashing around here, especially out ahead of some more rainfall that's back a little bit farther east of Atlanta around Athens. But this line is a little bit more intense, not severe, but does include some thunderstorms here from Edgefield County all the way down into the Dublin area outside of Johnson County. So that's the kind of the heavier rainfall that we're dealing with right now just to the west of the Augusta area, coming across parts of Columbia, McDuffie, and Warren County, and that's moving slowly off toward the east to northeast. Now, as far as any severe weather along with it, still a few counties here in the southeastern portion of the viewing area, kind of a level 1 marginal risk. There will be strong winds when the front moves through the second half of the day, but that won't involve strong to severe thunderstorms. Lake wind advisory will be taking over here and going all the way into 1 a.m. in the morning tomorrow. Winds that gust 30, possibly up to 40 miles per hour later on today. Steady wind values, though, between 10 and 14 between Allendale, Aiken, and Augusta at 13, steady there. Some gusts around 17 in Swainsboro. Got a clear view, though, as that line of storms approaches right around the Grovetown area and exit 190. Winds 13 out of the south, as I mentioned, 67 degrees. Now, temperatures for today are going to start dropping the second half. We're getting all our rain and storms out of the way this morning up to about midday. Second half clearing, but very windy, and it will get much cooler. Notice those temperatures really plummeting, about 10 to 15 degrees cooler between 4 and 8 o'clock. And morning lows are expected to get back around the freezing mark. Tomorrow, plenty of sunshine and cooler than average highs. So we're already looking at high temperatures met for today into the early morning hours, middle to upper 60s, between about 65 to 68 degrees steady for the rest of the morning. There's the drop with mid 50s to about 60. We're keeping it below average, not far off it. We get into the weekend, we've got a shot at about a 60-degree high for both Saturday and Sunday as the average sits at 62. Just prepare for colder mornings to come around. Tomorrow, Friday, and even into Saturday, there's going to be a threat for maybe a freeze there, but lower to mid 30s. We'll get a little bit of a boost out of the freezing range by Sunday. But after today, rain chances are finished up. We're going to be looking very dry heading into Thursday with plenty of sun. So we really get the meat of the rainfall and the thunderstorm activity through this morning. Here's a look at 7 a.m. The temperatures will continue to slowly but surely kind of fall down in a steady range of low to mid 60s, but then cooler. Here's where the wind really starts picking up by midday. Skies will be opening up, but your temperatures are no longer in the upper 60s here in the western and central counties here from Augusta all the way back to Washington. Low 50s, and that's where we'll stay and continue to drop from there on out into 5 o'clock. A very windy, sunny but colder finish in the mid to low 40s. Overnight lows with clear skies and diminishing winds down in the lower 30s. So we're going to be right around the freezing mark for early Thursday morning. Afternoon temperatures much cooler, highs in the upper 40s to lower 50s, even into Friday morning. That threat for a freeze will be back around low to mid 30s, kind of a mix of sun and clouds coming back in today. Midday on Friday, middle 50s, kind of winds switching a little bit more to the east, but overcast skies begin to develop here, still with temperatures in the mid 50s. So big cool down coming, especially in the mornings. Falling temps later today get the storms out of the way in a very windy finish this afternoon, but back into the middle 60s, so we don't really stay cool for that long. Seasonal to above.